Hi friends. I actually I've been painting all day. That's why I'm wearing paint spattered clothes. I'm actually in my studio right now. It's the only place that's really quiet with my lovely chair that the cat has used as a scratching post, as you can see. But anyway, the fact that I look like a complete mess and my hair is ridiculous. I'm really sorry about that. But I just wanted to go over another element. Oh, and before I forget, because I will forget, because I forgot last time, please like and subscribe. But anyway, I wanted to go over, because somebody actually asked me the other day, they were like, so at 46, why are you doing this really weird diet? Like, who eats just meat, salt, and water? That is ridiculous. You're going to kill yourself. Like, where did this come from at your age? Which I was like, at my age, really? We gotta be like that. But anyway, um, so it actually got me thinking, like, what did start it? And obviously, the first to me answer was like, oh, well, because I was so unhealthy. I was just like, I had type 2 diabetes and I had fatty liver and I had kidney stones and I had chronic pain and I had all of this stuff and like these big welts and they were itchy and it was painful and whatever. And so, and I have to tell you guys about oxalates. Like, that's a completely different thing because, like, you can literally Google, like, oxalate poisoning and, like, the stuff that comes up on people's faces. Like, like, this part of the lip looks like people would have filler in it because it would swell up so bad. I would have that from eating oxalate foods. Also, I would have blisters in my mouth and my gums would swell, and not like normal gingivitis swelling. Like it was like these huge blisters in my mouth, and a lot of that actually, like for example, if like why can't you just chew down some rhubarb leaves? Well, because you'll get oxalate toxicity, and you will get that, and that will happen in your mouth. But that was happening for me with just like spices, like stuff that you're supposed to be able to eat that is safe to eat. That was happening to me, and I couldn't figure it out for forever. But then I stopped eating plants, and it goes away, and that's amazing. But anyway, so yeah, I had all of the stuff that was going on, and I was like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like yeah, okay, I get it. But like a lot of people are sick. They don't go this extreme. Like, what is it about? And I kind of had to think about why I guess emotionally did decide to do that, because and I God, it took me for forever to just try to pinpoint what it was. And I do remember about 2 or 3 years ago, I of course was feeling sick and I was feeling awful, and I just realized that my whole life I had put everybody else first. It was my family growing up, or it was like college and college professors and getting this done, and just there was always somebody in my life who was the one I was trying to please, and that was not me. And finally, at like 44-ish, around there, and I didn't know how I was going to do this. I had just realized that for so long I put everyone else first, and I was really suffering because of it. And I was sick, and I was, not feeling fulfilled in relationships, and it was tough. And then I had to come up with in my own life, well, no one had to decide, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't be a good mom, a good wife, a good sibling, a good daughter, I, I can't even be a good homeowner or pet owner if I'm not taking care of myself, if I'm constantly just tired and I can't get out of bed and it's hard to breathe and put on my shoes. It's hard to just live life and show up with just. So how can I expect to be there for all of the responsibilities that I've taken on? Like, I was a yes person. Like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I'll help you. Oh, I'll be there. Oh, I'll do that. And there's just not enough time in the day to do that and take care of yourself. And I'm not talking about, oh, take a bath every now and again. Like, a lot of people do pay lip service to that, and they're like, and that's essentially what it is. It's take a bath, take care of yourself. Oh, you deserve it. Have whatever, I don't know, cheesecake, right? And that's taking care of yourself. That's treating yourself. Well, it's not. And I really had to get that out of my head, that I needed to learn how to relax. I needed to learn how to do the work, to study, to make sure that I can figure out what works for myself and my body and not have other people influencing that, and not essentially like making them the specialist on me and what I need. And that was difficult because I mean, even if you take like the diet out of it, I've essentially set my family up for, they expect me to behave a certain way all the time, every day. I'm always jumping in. Oh, let me just do that for you. And let me just get that for you. Here, have a snack. You know, like I'm in there making sure everything is fixed and everything is right and everything's perfect. And I'm doing that for them, and I'm not letting them figure that out on their own. And I'm not doing that for myself. So, like, nobody's learning anything, number one. And, well, they're learning that I'm going to do all of this stuff and I'm going to bend over backwards and I'm going to, you know, they have expectations because I created expectations. You know, I know, like, you teach people how to treat you. Well, yeah, I did. I taught people how to treat me. So now they have to unlearn what I taught them and relearn that, hey, you know what, now mom isn't going to do anything for us, or not anything, but not everything for us. Now we have to pick our own rooms up. We have to remember to take a bath on time. We have to, you know, even get our own snack. And that was difficult because I came from a family where, yeah, everything was done. Mom was exhausted at the end of the day, and unfortunately, I just sort of went right into that. And so I think that basically answers that question of why at 46, because at 44 I decided, you know what? I need to figure myself out because I actually want something out of life. You know, I don't want to be the pushover. I don't want to be the doormat. I don't want to be the what is it, long suffering. Like, I don't want my life to be about long suffering, like that long suffering woman. Like, I want to have the body that I want. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I want to be happy. I want to be able to support myself. And I want to be able to do things that I enjoy, like my artwork and or making these videos and writing. And I want to have time for that, and I want to make time for that, and I want to figure out how to do that. And it was rough, and it was a rocky road because, like I said, I didn't even know how that looked. So I basically had to make up everything as I went along. And I'm still kind of making it up. But the more and more I go with it, the more and more I understand myself, I understand my body, the more that I begin to like myself and my body. It's kind of like the easier it gets, and it gets to the point where you can do things like eat intuitively and just, if you're stressed out about the job, you get up, you go on a walk in the sun, and you know that you need to do that because that's what made you feel better last time. So it's a continual learning curve, essentially, about how to put yourself first. And initially, a lot of my hang up was that it was selfish. It's selfish to put yourself first. They should be selfless. You should put everyone else first. And, that's, I don't know, how you're going to go to heaven, how you're going to be the best person on the planet. I don't even know. I don't even know, like, what sort of the end goal was there. But I did have to get over that hump that it is selfish to take care of yourself first. And honestly, I don't even know who it was, but they were talking about when you're on a plane, the reason the attendant says you put your oxygen mask on first, in case of a wreck or something, or an accident. You put your oxygen mask on first before you put on anyone else's, on your kids or anything, because you being dead, nobody's going to get the oxygen mask. Then everybody's dead. And yes, that is a very extreme example, but it kind of fits. Like, if you are tapped out, it's just that's gonna roll downhill. Like, that's the behavior they're gonna see. That's what you're just gonna create, a whole new generation of people who can't take care of themselves. Not in the sense that, but in the sense that they always put everyone else first. And that's really no way to live. So I guess that's the long answer to that, and I hope it helps, and I want all of you to be healthy. And please consider checking out other channels like Dr. Barry, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Sean Baker. These are all, practicing physicians. And there's Professor Bart Kay, Professor Ben Bickman. Like, these are all people that their studies, their posting of studies that they read, and their information really just helped me find a way to, in less than a year, lose 90 pounds and a whole lot of disease. So please be healthy and have a good day.